So hi, in this video, we're going to solve a problem regarding straight line, which appear in JEE ADVANCE 2014. So first, try to understand the problem statement. Here says, we have a point P in some plane and D1P and D2P are the distance uh, from two given line, x minus y equal to 0 and x plus y equal to 0. Now it says that we need to find out the area of a region R such that the inequality holds. So let's go ahead and solve this particular problem. Let's go ahead. So here, note carefully, we have that point P, okay? So we should consider the point P and first we need to find out the distances D1P and D2P. That's the problem. So let's go ahead. So first we assume that let Pxy, or we can consider that P alpha comma beta be the point. So we assume that. Now, here we need to find D1P and D2P. So what is D1P here? It's actually the distance of the point P alpha beta from the straight line x minus y is equal to 0. And it is given that D2 of P is actually the distance of the point P alpha beta from the straight line x plus y, and that's equal to 0. Now here we can recall one formula. We see that the perpendicular distance from the point alpha comma beta to the straight line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is equal to mod of a of alpha plus b of beta plus c divided by square root of a square plus b square. That's the formula. So therefore, if we go ahead, right, we can easily find out what is D1P. So here we can easily observe A is equal to 1, B is equal to minus 1, and C is equal to 0. So therefore, it is alpha minus beta divided by square root of a square plus b square. That gives me root 2. And we put a modulus sign. Similarly, if we calculate D2P, here A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1. So therefore, alpha plus beta definitely divided by root 2. So we are able to obtain what is alpha D1P and D2P. That's it. So that's the basic. Now we need to find out the values or the range of the values of alpha beta so that the inequality, right, satisfied. So let's go ahead and try to solve this. Now, see that already D1 and D2P is calculated, right? So let's go ahead. Now we have to understand that mod symbol because whenever the mod symbol is opened up, right, it can take positive values, negative values, though it's not mod, but based on the values of alpha, beta. So let's go ahead, right? We know that, right? What is the definition of mod of alpha minus beta and alpha plus beta? So we know that mod of alpha minus beta is equal to alpha minus beta when alpha is greater than equal to b, or we can say that beta is less than equal to alpha. It can also be written as mod of, so beta minus alpha when alpha is less than beta, and where we can observe that beta is less than greater than alpha. That's it. So why we need that? Because it is important to open up to play the inequality. That's it. And also, if I go ahead for the second inequality, that is alpha plus beta, it observed that alpha plus beta is definitely equal to alpha plus beta, and it's equal to alpha plus beta, sorry, when alpha is or alpha plus beta is greater than equal to 0, and you can say that minus of alpha plus beta when alpha plus beta is less than 0. Now note carefully, here we are talking about only in first quadrant. In the first quadrant, alpha and beta are greater than 0, right? That's why we only use the first definition, correct? Now here, note carefully, we are looking for in alpha beta in first quadrant. So therefore, alpha and beta must be greater than equal to 0. So therefore, mod of alpha plus beta is be equal to alpha plus beta. So that's it. So therefore, directly d2p, we can rewrite it as 1 by root 2 and alpha plus beta. So that mod directly opened up because here we are only talking about in first quadrant. That's it. Now let's go ahead. Now let's go ahead and consider the x-axis and y-axis, right? And we consider the line y is equal to x, right? So here my alpha plus beta or alpha beta is actually lies only in this every quadrant, whatever we mentioned here, right? So this is the x greater than 0, y greater than 0, and in this condition or in this position only, alpha minus beta lies, right? Or alpha beta lies. Now, observe carefully. If I consider the region, right, the y less than a or y greater than x, right? So therefore, in this particular region, it is observe that, right? Here, beta is greater than alpha. So therefore, we can say that the definition of D1P is actually beta minus alpha, right? So if I consider that case 1, where we consider the case that beta is greater than alpha. So in that case, right, our d1 of p will be equal to 1 by root 2 into beta minus alpha, and d2p is equal to 1 by root 2 beta plus alpha plus beta. That's it. So therefore, we can easily compute what is d1 plus d2. So by normal observation, d1 plus d2 is equal to 1 by root 2. Alpha alpha get cancelled. So therefore, it is 2 of beta. So therefore, it's imply that, right, the inequality 2 less than equal to d1 plus d2 less than equal to 4. That's imply that, right, 2 root 2 less than equal to 2 beta less than equal to 4 of root 2. Now, if I cancel 2 from both sides, right, it will be replaced by 2. That's it. So therefore, our beta value, that means the y coordinate, is lies between, right, root 2 and 2 root 2. So let's go ahead and draw the line of y equal to root 2 and y is equal to 2 root 2. So therefore, our beta values lies will be inside this particular region, right? That's why our required region where the inequality holds good when beta is greater than alpha or y is greater than x, that is the shaded region, right? So this area is confirmed. That's it. Now let's go ahead and consider the case 2. So now see that we need to consider the case 2, right? So in case 2, we have to consider the other region where y is less than x. Now here, y is less than x case means beta is less than alpha, right? in this particular region. Now, in this case, region, if beta is less than alpha or less than equal to alpha, our mod of alpha minus beta is equal to alpha minus beta. So therefore, we can say that here d1 is equal to 1 by root 2 alpha minus beta. And obviously that d2 will be the same as 1 by root 2 alpha plus beta. Now, if I go ahead and calculate what is d1 plus d2, we can easily say that it is 1 by root 2. Beta beta get cancelled, so therefore it will be 2 alpha. So therefore it's implied that the inequality, right, d2 less than equal to 1 by root 2 into 2 alpha is less than equal to 4. Now, if I multiply and cancelled out, right, we can say that 2 root 2 less than equal to 2 alpha less than equal to 4 root 2. Now, if I cancelled out 2 from both sides, right, but that means we are dividing, right, by 2, right, we can say that it is lies between, alpha is lies between root 2 and 2 root 2. So therefore, here we can say that alpha mass lies between two vertical line, x is equal to root 2 and x equal to 2 root 2. So therefore, if I shade the region, right, so these are the shaded region and that represent the required area R, right? So therefore, we can say that R is the shaded region. So R will be the shaded region. Now, our job is to calculate, right, or calculate the area of this region R. Let's go ahead and calculate the area of R. Now, see that we already come back to that concept that we need to find the area of the shaded region. Now, this shaded region R, here to find out, we just named as some cases, right? So here we observe that we are having, right, so that we can say that the shaded region, so the shaded region are the area basically is actually the area of the rectangle or the square, whatever OABC square actually. OABC minus we can find out, right, the area of the another square, area of the square, that is OPQR. Now, if I calculate properly, right, we can easily observe that what is the area of OABC? It is actually a square of the side length, right? That's equal to 2 root 2. So what is the area? That is 2 root 2 whole square. Okay. If I go ahead and find out the other area, that is actually a small square which sides is actually root 2, right? So therefore, we can say that it is root 2 whole square. So if I go ahead, right, what happened? 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, and it's 2, right? So therefore, the area is 6, right? So therefore, the correct answer for this particular problem is 6, okay? And 6 square unit. And that's it. Hope you understood the problem. Thank you.
Like, comment, and subscribe.